Hi, just making sure that this is all working all right. I've just had the internet put on, so this is the first thing that I've done. So hopefully people get notifications and see that this is actually live now. I wasn't planning on doing this. I have took a week off just to get settled into the house and Hey, notification squad. So I have taken a week off. I haven't set my computer up yet where I'm going to be working from. So I'm sitting on the floor at the moment. But yeah, I'll see who's coming on. Then I'm just going to do some little readings for the signs for this Libra full moon. Hey, Goddess Man in Tarot. If you haven't already, check Chris out. He's an absolutely great tarot reader and he always makes me laugh as well. So the notifications are working. Thank you. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Lauren. The Scattered Mystic. So glad I caught you live. I wasn't expecting to do this. I've had the guys here for 3 hours today trying to fit my internet because I'm out in the middle of the campo and the walls are that thick that they actually broke their drill. So that was funny. Trying to speak it in Spanish, it was quite bizarre. But it's the first time I've had internet since last week, and like I say, I'm on here now. So hi, Jennifer. Hi, Haley. Hi, Lauren. Yeah, so I've only been on 3G where I've been, and it's been very hit or miss. So I haven't really even seen any internet since Friday, which quite bizarre at first. You start to feel, oh, like, am I away from the world? But that is totally the idea as well. So, like I say, I'm just going to have a couple of minutes just saying hello to everybody. It's really nice. Haven't been stuck out here, but it's been quite hectic moving things and getting the energy right in the house and everything, but I absolutely love it. Yeah, I'm all settled in, Haley. I moved in Friday, and my friend who's moving over, he had some stuff delivered which was meant to be coming Saturday. That came Friday, so literally everything all at once. So Saturday I just spent the day putting everything in its place, and the agent turned up on Saturday night and he was like, bloody hell, Tanya, you've made it a home already. But it's fantastic, it is. And I'll give you a tour one day as well, probably. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, if you follow Love Buddha Tarot on Instagram, because what I'll do is I'll give you a tour of the place and the gardens and everything, and it's fantastic. So I'm really excited. And Pete has left the UK today, so he's driving over and he arrives here on Friday, about 3:30, 4 o'clock on Friday. So I'm taking next week off just to, help him settle in, just so we can get the energy between each other. Because it's almost two houses. So I've got this side, he's got the next side, and we share a kitchen and bathroom and everything, and the dogs as well. So he's got two dogs. So Hendrix isn't going to be by himself. Oh, there he's sitting looking there. I'll just turn it around a second. There he is. Get his tongue sticking out. But he absolutely loves it. I mean, he hasn't really settled since I brought him to Ibiza. But within 5 minutes of here, he's just settled and he's sorted. So that is amazing for me. Loads more space. Yeah, that last little place I was in, I didn't realize how enclosed I was until I've come out, and it's like, wow, okay, I've got space again. I went to listen to music while I paint, and my favorite mystic popped up. Oh, thank you. Yeah, painting as well, Scattered Mystic. This is what I'm dying to do. I've got my bedroom is completely plain. It's all just wood beams and everything. And I've decided I'm going to paint. So yeah, this is really getting me in the creative mood as well. So thank you to everybody for being here as well. Yeah, so like I say, I haven't had much time to tune in properly. I've been getting downloads ridiculously. I mean, I don't know if anybody else, is getting it. It's almost like I feel the veil has been lifted, and Spirit are giving a lot of messages, but like sort of really different to what they normally do. they actually told me the other day to have a gap year, to take a year off. And I'm like, I can't do that. You know what I mean? It really, really panicked me. So I need to realize why I'm panicking for having time off as well. So that was quite interesting. But yeah, it's the year of creativity. And with this full moon tonight, what I'm actually feeling with this, what is coming through for me now, like I say, I'm not an astrologer, you know, and astrologers will have different views, but what I'm getting message wise is it's all about truth. Okay. And it's almost like we have been hiding for too long from the truth. Now, there's so much we can go into here, and I don't know where I'm going with it, so please just bear with me. But there's a bloody fly, that's the campo living, there's ants and everything, and I'm like, oh, right, okay. So yeah, the truth. This is about, are we living in our truth? Okay, are we authentic? Do we really know what our truth is? Because a lot of times we say the same words, or we tell ourselves the same story over and over again, that we then believe that to be the truth. But what this is asking you, this Libra moon, I feel, is to strip it all down and see what the truth is, rather than our truth or somebody else's. I had a conversation with a family member today, and they were talking about something another family member is going through, and they said, but that's rubbish, this didn't happen and that. And I said, yeah, but it did to them. So although this is about our truth, we also have to be aware of other people's truth as well. And yes, it might not be ours, but it is still truth, you know, in all sense of the word. Now, they say that there's three parts of the truth. There's yours, theirs, and the truth in the middle as well. So I really feel, you know, this is the Libra. This is the truth that's in the middle. So it's almost like not your truth, not another situation's truth or another party's truth. It's the truth. Okay. So this is what's coming out. It's almost like there I'm getting, it's a bit like the court of karmic law. Okay. They're not going to be swayed by emotions or anything like that. Although this may be quite an emotional time, they're saying, because I feel there's going to be revelations. There's going to be realizations as well. And when we realize that we haven't been living in our truth, or we haven't, you know, it can come as quite a shock to us. Now, I've realized myself, what has really been highlighted these last couple of days is, you know, I try to live in my truth all of the time. You know, I work on my soul, I work on my mind, but I don't work on my body. So how can I be the best that I can be when I'm not sort of looking after this machine that is allowing me to do all of the other things, you know? So it's taken a real look. Like I say, anybody that watched the last video, I mentioned that I'd been intuitive eating, and I've been really craving cilantro. What is it in English? I forgot the English word to it now. Coriander, and I've been buying bags of it and putting it into everything. Now, I looked it up yesterday, and it takes away the metals in your brain. So that was really interesting, because I have a calcified tumor thing on my pineal gland, you know. So it's like, right, okay, my body is now telling me what I need, you know. So in order for me to carry on doing what I'm doing at the level that I'm doing, because like I say, the game is open now, I need to be looking after everything, you know. It doesn't mean like, oh yeah, you know, I drink a glass of water every day. That is not me being in my truth, that I'm looking after myself. And I talk about self-care a lot, but I realize I haven't been caring for myself in the way that I needed to. So that was the big realization, almost like, yeah, Tanya, come on, you know, do it right this time. So that is one of the things as well. And also, like I say, if it doesn't feel right to us, then we don't do it. You know, a lot of times we go along, we try to keep the peace, which again, Libra is all about being the peacekeeper, or isn't it? You know, but there's a difference with peace. There's a difference with keeping the peace if it is disturbing yours. So what we need to do is we need to see what we're putting in, because whatever we're putting into ourselves, this is our thoughts, this is our food, this is any toxins or anything like that, is going to create our outer. So Spirit said this the other day, it's the intention will create the outcome. Okay, so this is, I was like, wow, that's amazing. So this is really interesting, I feel, for all of us who say we're living in our truth. It's these little, they're going to be finicky, they're going to be nitpicking. It's like I say, the court of karmic law, it wants all of the facts, even the ones that you didn't want. It's, when the other side in the court come up with things, you think, oh God, that's going to sway in their decision. Now, this isn't about anybody's decision. This is about so we can be in a space where we are neutral. We're not taking sides. All we're doing is staying centered, aligned, and balanced. So this is what I'm getting about this full moon. And like I say, it's not about keeping the peace for others. It's about being at peace, true peace within ourselves. Because what is happening is a lot of the things that we should be, and I hate that word should, so excuse me for saying it, but a lot of the things that we should be enjoying, okay? Now, like I say, when I said before, we have the whatever we take in, our intention will come out as the outcome. And if you look at enjoy, it's enjoy, okay? When we enjoy something, we're in that space of joy. We're not in a space of stress. We're not in a space of anything like that. But what is happening is all of these things that we have, okay, or the things that are causing us stress. So it's work, okay? Work is one of the biggest stresses that people go through. But you should be in a job that you enjoy. It's really making me think about my work. And don't worry, I'm not going anywhere, but things are changing, okay? So work. Our children, okay? How many people out there are desperate for children? It's desperate. Oh, I just need to have a child. And then, when we have a child or whatever, it's like, oh, don't make a mess. Be quiet. I'm busy. I'm doing this. So we're not taking that time to enjoy that which we once yearned for. Relationships as well. People say, like, oh, I really want a relationship. I want to meet the love of my life or whatever. And then they get in the relationship and there's dramas and there's causes, so they don't, or they're worrying that it's not going to last, so they don't enjoy it. So we're getting everything that we want or need, but we're not taking the joy from it, which we should do, And I've been looking at this, I don't know how to say it, it's Pareto or something like that, where it's saying, that it's the 80-20 rule. So we should be working pretty much 20% of our lives and enjoying the other 80%. It's like customers and clients. If you're in business, there is 20% of your customers give you 80% of your income. So it's almost like we're flogging ourselves to the point where we are that exhausted that we can't enjoy the things that are there to give us joy. And then all of a sudden we don't know, and then our kids are up and they're off and we go, God, I really wish they were here. But why? Because then often we're too busy to enjoy them. So it's not just children, but can you see where I'm going with that as well? This is what Spirit was saying. So it's whatever we're taking in will be our outcome, okay? So be very, very careful what you are taking in. This could be a friend that phones up and goes, oh God, what type of day I've had today? This has been terrible, and this one in the office said that, and blah, blah, blah. And you sit for half an hour talking about somebody else's problems or listening to them. You're taking that in. What you could just say is, look, I've just finished work, or I'm sitting relaxing. Have you got anything positive? What's been happening with you? How is your heart feeling today? You know, a friend of mine asked me that one day, and it stuck with me. She went, how's your heart today? And these are the conversations we should be having, you know. And like I say, it's not about just phoning somebody and going, oh, this has happened, blah, blah. Say to them, have you got time to listen? I need a bit of a rant. Have you got time? So this is where the neutral is, okay? We don't put onto people, but we don't allow them to put onto us neither. And like I say, if we're not living in enjoyment, then we either need to say, right, if we're not enjoying something, we need to say, right, okay, that either needs to go from my life, or I need to change the way I look at it and the way I react to it. Okay, because like I say, our life is short. It is short. We don't get a dress rehearsal. It's not a dress rehearsal. You know, this is our chance at it. And a life that is lived in not enjoying it, you know, it's defeating the object. And Spirit want us to be happy. They don't want us to be burned out and stressed and sick and whatever. And what happens when we're in a space of stress and we're not looking out after ourselves on a mental level, our body physically has to do more to get us through. So this is when we get burnout, and this is when we end up sick. You know, and how many times have you sat and said, oh God, I wished I could just have a week off. You know, all of this is getting too much. And then bang, you get the flu, you know, and it's like, all right, but you don't enjoy that time when you're sick of resting. So what we need to do is, the second we feel something isn't right in our body, this is, you could be getting a sore throat. You could feel something's off with a relationship. You could feel something's off with your job. You stop. That's it. You stop. You take time to relax, you step back with it. You don't worry about if you're letting people down or anything like that, you know, because in the process, you could be letting yourself down. So this is what I'm feeling. And this is all living in our truth. It's all linked, okay? Telling the truth to ourselves, okay? Listening to the truth our soul is trying to tell us, telling the truth to others. And if we're not living in our truth, we either get rid of it. If it's not truth, we get rid of it, or we change it so that it is truth. Okay, I mean, they say you can't hide from the truth. There's a song, Handsome Boy Modeling School, amazing song. It says, because the truth is all there is. And this is it. When we peel back the layers of ego and society pressure and all of that, all that is left is the truth, you know, and this is what we need to live by. So I hope that makes sense to people. She needs to stop being so negative as it hurts her soul. Yeah, and some people get stuck in this. They don't know another way. Now, again, what Spirit had said to me is, you know, as we are waking up, because we're all not fully awake yet, you know, we're still kind of like drowsy. But when we're waking up, it's our responsibility to help wake others up, okay? And you don't go around, you know, on a morning, if you're the first one up, you don't go around with a big drum going, bang, 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 get up, you should be up by now. You gently go and you gently coax somebody and say, come on, it's time to get up now. And that is where we will get the results, because it's almost like when you're in AA or whatever, you know, I think, is it the last step of the program?